Hi everyone, welcome back. In today's video, I'll make use of binary search to find first and last position of an element in a sorted array. Let's try and understand the solution to this problem using this example. So we have an array of 7 elements and we have to find out the first and last occurrence of the element 8. And here the first occurrence of 8 is at 2 and the last occurrence of this element is at 5, and that's what we need to find using binary search. So normally the binary search returns the index of the element when the middle element is equal to the target, but in this case we're going to increase or decrease the high or mid based on what we're looking for. So if we're looking for the first occurrence, we'll have to reduce the high to mid -1, which means we have to look for the element on the left hand side of the middle element, and in case of last occurrence we will look for the elements on the right hand side of the middle element. So if I consider this example, initially the low will be 0 and the high is going to be 6 and its middle would be 3. And the element at 3 is 8. So the control will reach this statement, and inside which we are going to store the value of mid in result, which is this. So we are considering the first occurrence case. So the control will reach this statement where we have to reduce the high to mid -1. So the high was 6 before, and then now new high is going to be mid -1, which is 3 -1 equals to 2. So the low was 0 before and the high is 2 now, and its middle would be 2 plus 0 by 2 is 1. So the element at index 1 is 7, and now the control will go in this case, which is target is greater than the middle element. So our target is 8 and our middle element is 7. So here we are going to increase the low to mid +1. So the new low is going to be mid +1, which is 1 plus 1 equals to 2. And the high was 2 before, and the new mid is going to be 2 plus 2 by 2 equals to 2. Okay. So the element at index 2 is 8. So the control will reach this statement again, and here we have to store the value of mid to result, which is 2, and now we have to reduce the high to mid -1. So our new high is going to be mid, which is 2 minus 1 is 1, and in this iteration we'll notice that our low is greater than high, which denies this while condition, so that loop will terminate here and we'll be left with the result, which is the index of first occurrence of 8, which is 2. And we can follow the same procedure to find the last occurrence of the element, but instead of decreasing the high we're going to increase the low in this case, and this is how we're going to implement the solution to this problem. So let's head back to our IDE and let's write this code. So I have opened the same question in LeetCode workspace, and here I'm trying to find out the size of the vector, and I'm initializing the low to 0 and high to the size of vector -1. Now we can use a while loop, which will be like while low less than equal to high, and now we can find the middle element or the middle index. Now I'll check if the target is equal to the middle element, and if it is equal to the middle element we simply return the index in normal binary search. So this is the basic logic of a binary search, and if it is not equal to the middle element, we check if the target is less than the element in the middle, and in this case we decrease the high to mid -1 to check on the left hand side of the middle element. And if the target is greater than the element in the middle, we'll look for the element on the right hand side, for which we'll assign mid +1 to the variable low. So this is the basic logic of a binary search, but to find the first and last occurrence, we have to store the value of mid to result, and we'll change the high to mid -1 when we are finding out the first occurrence of the element. And I'll initialize the result to -1 because if we are not able to find the element, we have to return -1. So I'll write this condition: if first occurrence, I'll change the high to mid -1, else I'll increase the low to mid +1. So I'll copy this code and I'll paste it in a separate function, which we can call twice, once to find out the first occurrence and secondly to find out the last occurrence of the element. We would need to pass the parameters like the vector, target, and if the case is first occurrence or last occurrence. And here also we have to pass some more parameters here like the low and high. So first I'll call this function with the first occurrence parameter as true, and I'll call the same function with first occurrence as false. So we can return the FO and LO in this format. And here after the while loop ends, we have to return the result. So let's run this code, and as you can see, it's working fine. If we submit, it should accept the answer. So this was the binary search implementation to find the first and the last occurrence of an element in a sorted array. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.